You can turn subtitles on by clicking this symbol in the bottom right corner. By clicking the cog next to this, you can also adjust the playback speed to make the speech whatever speed you feel comfortable listening to. This video is split into different sections, which are called chapters. At any point, you can pause the video, take a break, and come back to the video at another time. To move through the chapters, you can use the timeline, or below the video, in the description, you can see the different chapters listed out, and clicking on a chapter will take you to that section of the video.
Hi, my name's Simone and I'm here to talk about constipation. We know that it can be embarrassing to talk about going to the toilet, and although it's not easy to talk about this, it is really important. Talking about your bowels can help to keep you healthy. So we hope that this video helps you to understand why it's so important to talk to people about this. Before we start, it will help you to know how your bowels work and what they do. The bowel is a long tube which is part of our digestive system. When we put food into our mouths, we chew the food into little pieces to make it easier to swallow. Our stomach then turns the food into liquid before it's passed into the small bowel. The body takes out the good stuff it needs, which are known as nutrients, before passing the rest into the large bowel. We have really strong muscles in our large bowel that will squeeze the poo along, and this movement is called peristalsis. As the poo travels through the bowel, water is removed, turning the poo into a smooth sausage shape. And when the poo reaches our bottom, it sends a signal to our brain to tell us that a poo is waiting to be released, and this should give us time to find a toilet. If your bowels aren't working well, then you can become constipated. When you cannot poo, this is called constipation, and being constipated can make you feel very poorly. If you've not had a poo for 3 days, you should tell your family, carer, doctor, pharmacist, or nurse. And if you're having trouble pooing and your poo is runny, you might be constipated, so you need to speak to somebody. If you cannot poo, you might not feel hungry. You might feel sick or have a tummy ache, or your tummy might be hard or swollen. You might find poo marks in your pants or underwear. You might just feel different or not very well. You might have blood in your poo, or you might not poo as much, or it might be really hard to poo. Constipation can be caused by certain types of medication, but you can ask the doctor if any of the medication you're taking makes it harder for you to poo or might cause you to be constipated. Not doing enough exercise might also make you constipated, so it's really good to keep yourself moving and do some exercise. Eating a poor diet and not drinking enough can also make you constipated, so it's really important to eat healthy foods with lots of fibre, like fruit and vegetables. Having poor posture can also make you be constipated, but you can talk to your physiotherapist about this. Some people take medication to help them poo. This medication is called laxatives. It's really important that you carry on taking this medication or laxatives and don't stop without talking to the doctor. There are some ways that you can help yourself to not be constipated. When you sit on the toilet, it's really important to relax. You can put your feet up on a stool and lean forwards. This will help prevent constipation. It's also really important to check that your poo is normal once you have opened your bowels. The NHS uses a Bristol stool chart to help identify healthy and unhealthy stools. Type 1 are hard lumps that are difficult to pass and could indicate constipation. Type 2 is sausage-shaped but lumpy, which again could indicate constipation. Type 3 is sausage-shaped with cracks on the surface, and this is considered ideal. Type 4, smooth and soft like a sausage, which again is considered an ideal stool. Type 5 are soft blobs with clear-cut edges, which might indicate diarrhoea. Type 6 is generally fluffy pieces with ragged-looking edges, or it could be mushy, which might indicate diarrhoea. Type 7 is watery with no solid pieces and entirely liquid because it spent the least amount of time in the bowel. This might indicate diarrhoea. If your poo does not look like type 3 or type 4, it could be constipation. So we've now spoken about poo and how important it is to keep your bowels working well. It's also really important for you to drink enough fluid in the day to help you keep hydrated. If you don't drink enough, you may get dehydrated. Dehydration means that there's not enough fluid in your body, and this can make you feel thirsty. It can also make you feel confused, so you might get muddled or you may forget things, but it can also make you constipated, like we've already spoken about. If you're dehydrated, you might have difficulty in concentrating, you might forget things, you might be more likely to fall over or have kidney or urine infections, and it can also give you a dry mouth. It's important to remember that we don't all wee the same amount every day, but in order to stay healthy, we need to try and drink at least 6 to 8 large glasses, cups or mugs of liquid every day. Water, juice, milk, tea and coffee all count towards what you need to drink, but remember not to drink too many sugary or fizzy drinks as they can be bad for you. Staying hydrated will help to stop you from being constipated. If you'd like any more information on constipation or drinking enough fluids, you can always speak to your carer or doctor. And remember, it's okay to talk about poo.